Hi, Libra, Healing Grasshopper, here to do your third week in March reading, the 17th to the 24th. My pendulum, okay. First, like this, reversed, yes. Temperance reversed, no. The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity that's been brought to you by the universe. The Devil reversed. It's something that you're going to need to work out and work through. The devil's the devil is the lies that, kind of perkle up in your minds. They can be doubts, negative self-beliefs, restrictions one puts on themselves, like, oh, I can't do that because, that kind of thing. Um, Fears, anxiety, things that halt you in your tracks and prevent you from moving towards what you want in life. And these things you convince yourself are obstacles when they are not. I'm sure you've heard this before, but these two people here who are tethered to the devil are very loosely connected to him. If they wanted to, and if they really realized it, they would understand that all they had to do was lift the shackle off of their heads and they would be free and they could just walk away from the devil. But the devil has convinced them that they are trapped when they are not, right? This is the energy that surrounds you when you're convincing yourself that you're trapped, that you can't do something, the negative beliefs, all those things that I just said. That is the devil energy, right? You have it reversed, which is the concentrated negative of a card. This is you really being unkind to yourself, giving into your anxiety, feeding the anxiety, you know. This is like um, you have a pentacle being offered to you before the devil, which kind of hints at what you may feel so trapped about, which is probably finances. So this is like, oh my God, I'm poor. I'm never going to climb out of this financial hole. That's the kind of thing the devil loves to hear. I'm never gonna, I can't, I'm effed. You know, um, the first thing, Libra, that you're going to need to do is stop telling yourself those things. But I want to be clear that I'm not gaslighting you. Like, oh no, Libra, everything's fine. Those things that you're worried about aren't happening. Of course, they're happening, yes. But, you know, eh, freaking out about them and reinforcing the negatives surrounding the situation is not going to help you, right? So the first thing we need to do is um, exercise gratitude in the smallest thing. I don't think I need to tell you, but quickly. The food on your plate, the roof over your head, the even the bus that you're climbing onto, you know? Give thanks for that. Yeah, you don't have a car maybe, but thank God you don't have to walk. You know, you're going to need to try and see the bright side of everything because that is light. It's going to lead you out of this. The other thing are mantras. You can make some, you can look some up, you can use mine. Um, when I'm feeling like this, I'm loved, I'm blessed, I am protected, I am supported over and over and over again until I start to feel better. Um, use it and use it often. Then there's the temperance card, which is transmutation. This is lifting yourself out of this. This is turning a negative into a positive. This is the water into wine, the lead into gold, the negative into the positive. Um, you have that power within you, especially Libra, because you are Libra. This is a gross imbalance in your life towards the negative, towards the low vibration. You've got to bring that pendulum more towards the center and more towards the positive, because that's where you want to be. You don't want to be way over here with, anxiety, fear, and false beliefs, ugly things that you say about yourself in your life. You don't need that. So let's start there. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Very happy to see her. Okay. This might be ours. We'll see. Is this ours? It is. Yeah. Okay. This is reversed. Oh, it is reversed. Okay. Okay. Queen of Pentacles reversed? No. Thank goodness. Hermit reversed. No. Okay. Okay. So the Eight of Cups is what I nickname the Be Your Own Hero card. It's my favorite card in the deck. This guy is, let's get rid of the glare. This guy is walking off into the great beyond, away from upright cups, right? And he's being led by his intuition here, by the moon. He's looking up at the moon's looking down at him. He's having a dialogue with his intuition that will lead him to where he wants to be, right? But we are focusing, especially because this is reversed, we're focusing on these cups down here. And in the reversal, it's up here. Okay? These cups are your comfort zone. So this is saying you need to get out of your comfort zone. There are things that you're going to need to close out in your life. Okay. So a lot of the times this means leaving relationships, leaving people, because the cups represent love pretty much, like emotions. But Spirit's saying no, it's more than that. It's kind of beyond that. Um, all I can say this is, Libra, is your some of your bad habits. Because by the way, the devil absolutely represents bad habits, you know, self-sabotage and that kind of thing. You're going to need to reach within the hermit here and really rummage through your mind and your life. What is it that is sabotaging you in your life? And we already talked about the way you speak to yourself, right? But what habits do you have? Um, Shopping too much? I just heard shopping. Um, there, this could be shopping too much. This could be kind of keeping up with the Joneses type lifestyle that you have right now. And especially Libra, you guys like to do that too. You guys are not that this is a bad thing at all, Libra, but you guys like the better things in life. You like to look cute. You like to get your nails done and your hair did and all that stuff. But this is under the Ace of Pentacles here. So you might need to pull back on some of those things, or at least for a while until you can grow um, some new wealth for yourself. Because listen, if you listen to any of the financial experts, and I'm not going to preach to you about finances because I'm not qualified to do that, but the basics I hear about from like Susie Ormond, um, who talks about the first step to wealth is eliminating your debt, right? So in order for you to eliminate your debt, you're going to have to release some of those creature comforts that you engage in, like the shopping. Um, but we're going to move away from that. It's because it's more than just that. Um, this could be like being comfortable in your job, right? Um, like, okay, you need more money, then you need to make more money. So maybe you don't make enough at your job, say, but have you done anything to improve those circumstances? Like maybe you can start researching new jobs or talking to your boss about promotions, or there may be something that's kind of holding you back from promotion. Like maybe you need to get some kind of certification that you haven't done yet that would bring you that automatic bump in pay, right? That is very much this. So you need to do what you need to do what you want to do. Like Denzel Washington says. He used to tell his son that all the time. Do what you have to do what you want to do, right? Um, and he was primarily talking to his kid about school. Um, but okay. I'm not going to attempt to sit here and list all of the possibilities for you. You know what those things are. Um, especially, we're going to get to the Queen of Pentacles in a moment, but the Hermit is all about spending time with yourself, um, being led by your inner light. This is all about spiritual growth, getting to know yourself better, right? So, in the hermit mode, um, if you are honest with yourself, you are going to be able to admit to yourself what it is that you need to do, the things that you are overlooking, that you can't anymore. So, the Queen of Pentacles in the center is about comforts and stability and the ability to maintain that abundance and grow it, right? So, this is in the center of your reading. This is the focus. And spirit here is trying to help you, but you've got to meet spirit halfway here. So, this week is a week of really assessing your life, right? And really come to terms with what you need to do, cleaning up the bad habits and looking at the proactive things that you can do to create what you want in your life, your abundance. What else we got, Spirit? One more. Very good. Mm-hmm. Like this. Okay. So look, you have the King of Swords under the Eight of Cups. The King of Swords is about elimination of things that don't serve you in your life. So this is exactly what we're talking about up here. Bad habits that you need to cut out. Um, the Seven of Swords is the working smarter, not harder card. Um, this is about efficiency here and also life hacks too. So it's kind of like you can think of the devil reverse here as needing to clean up things in your life, that bad habits and all that stuff that we talked about. But let's think of it literally like, okay, you cleaned house, you swept up everything in your life, and then okay, now you have room to build things. And how do you do that as efficiently and economically as you can and get the most out of your energy here? And that's what this is talking about. There is a task to be done and a life to build here. How do we do that in the easiest, most efficient way? Then here we have the Ten of Wands. This is the feeling overwhelmed and encumbered card. This guy is so encumbered with so many wands and tasks that he has to do that he doesn't realize he's unable to see that he is actually getting somewhere and that he's almost to his destination over here, which is the homestead, the castle here. where there's comforts and a nice meal and that kind of thing waiting for him. Um, so this is reassurance from spirit that no, this isn't going to be easy, but you can be confident that it's going to bring you the stability that you want in your life. Ace of Soul, perfect. Thank you, Spirit. It's not reversed. Ace of Wands. This is Spirit. Again, see, you started out the reading with the ace and you're ending with an ace. Before I talk about the meaning of this, talking about the aces and their positions here, this is reassurance from Spirit that you are not alone in this and that the universe is trying to help you. But the thing is, Libra, that you have free will. This is your life. Spirit can come in and help you if you allow it. But there's not going to be like poof, money on the table. You know, you're going to, God helps those who help themselves type thing. That's what this is. God is showing up here. You need to show up too, though. You haven't shown up yet. It's pretty much what Spirit is saying. So, Ace of Wands is the universe bringing you a course of action, like a game plan. Um, so, in your hermit mode, again, once you start identifying all of the toxic traits in your mind, again, the self talk, the self sabotage, whatever it is that you identify in your life, and you start fixing them. And again, I was talking about the getting the broom and sweeping up. And once your mind and your life you've made room to build, the divine is going to come to you like, okay, this is what you do now. This is how you build. And what does that mean in practical terms? It means that once you get your mindset right, you will be inspired to move forward with fresh ideas. Okay? Do we have clarity? Advice. Sacred destiny? Yeah, my eyes went to sacred destiny. I had a feeling. Okay. One card. Oh, none of these, right? These. This one. Illumination, right? This is, things are unclear to you right now because you're tethered to the devil. It's very much like using the cleanup metaphor again. It's like walking into a very, very cluttered room and you move all the clutter out of the room and then you're like, oh, it's a kitchen, you know? Like you didn't get to see any of it because it was so built up with, you know, crap. It's like as soon as you start to work on improving your life, the more clarity you will have, is what illumination means here. Okay, Libra? I would love to hear what you think about this, how this resonates, what's on your mind, what are you having difficulty with, any questions, suggestions, anything at all. Don't hold back. Talk to me. I'm here. And I answer every single one of my comments with enthusiasm. It makes my day to hear from you. Um, so don't hold back. Please like and subscribe. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much. You've helped me get to my milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you. But even if you feel you are subscribed, please take a quick look for me. Anyway, some of you will be surprised to see that you're not subscribed. And it shows in my analytics that a little more than half of my viewers are unsubscribed. So if you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. Click the like button. It is a quick gesture that costs you nothing and really does help me and helps the channel grow. Okay? Don't forget the notification bell because I post every day. And there's always something new coming out. So don't miss them. Also, you don't have to wait for the notification bell. If I come to mind, come have a quick peek at the channel and see if there's anything new for you to watch, because most of the time there probably will be. Um, if you're really inclined to helping this channel, you can do a couple of things. One is please share this channel with whomever you feel might enjoy it or need it. Um, but also have a quick look at the playlists that I've made. Choose one, set it to autoplay, and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks while you're winding down in bed and even sleeping. Because watch hours are what a small channel like this one needs to grow and thrive. Okay? So enjoy your week, Libra. I will speak to you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.